Hi, on this eBay installment we'll be covering 3 different game systems. The very first is Battlefleet Gothic. This particular set right here features a dying sun that's been dry brushed up in many layers. It's got kind of a neat spider web effect of light. Then we've got a couple of asteroid belts there and a rather beefy space station. The station's big enough that you can actually fit ships in it and out of it very easily, as you can see. It's also unique in the fact that it can come apart for easy storage into 3 separate areas. This can also be used creatively to show things like battle damage and things like that. There's a lot of scenario possibilities with it. You can actually see how the radial arms actually fit together. There's just tons of detail. There's like 7, maybe 8 layers that builds up for each arm, and it's been dry brushed up in multiple layers in like a standard battleship gray. Moving along, these are Tyranid infestation hills. They talk about how they get into the ground and they start changing the planet. Well, these kind of represent that, I think, very well. They stand about as tall as a 25mm scale figure. They can work well for cover. Grouped together, they can count as difficult terrain if you draw an outside line around them. Moving along with 40K, I did a kind of a chem pool and wreckage zone. As you can see, the ground's been dry brushed up in a couple of different layers, and I brought it up in chainmail and I painted it with rust. Here's the chemical pool with several rusty barrels submerged. Here is probably the cause of this no longer being a functioning site. A blown up chemical container. I like the biohazard symbol. I think that's really cool. And you can see the piping. And also the dead brush around it. Moving along to to regular Warhammer. Pardon me. We have a series of ruined walls. They feature flock. Flock is kind of new to me. I haven't really used much of it before, but I want to get acquainted with it. Kind of your standard hill. It's got a mine that goes into it. I wanted the narrative behind this piece to be that a dragon had the mine, or had taken the mine, and the dwarves had taken it back. And during the fight, the tower was destroyed. But they made a statue of the dragon with its gold. That is painted up in reflective colors, so it looks like water. And it's got a nice set of tracks coming out of it. And there's plenty of room on top for gunners, war machines, what have you. So, there you have it. 4 more sets that should be going up on eBay in the very near future. Take care, everybody.